And welcome everybody. Welcome to Fantasy Football 101 Studios, also known as Typhoon's TV. I'm your humble host, the Fantasy Typhoon, aka the Mentalist, aka your favorite analyst. And today's spotlight is on my man, ALVIN Kamara. Come on down. Woo! Boy, I've been getting so many texts, tweets, DMs, mostly uh, through my email, the fantasytyphoon@hotmail.com. That's how you interact with me. That's how I really like to talk to my folks. And those who know me and follow me and rock with me know that the fantasytyphoon@hotmail.com is, yes, it's how you reach me. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe to the station. We're coming hot and heavy today. We're in the studio today and we're releasing videos. First, let me give you the disclaimer before we get into ALVIN Kamara. Uh, we're just making recommendations here. We're just giving you true analysts. We're not trying to sway you over here. We're just giving you true analysts on what the real game of football brings uh, for ALVIN Kamara. All right, let's get into it. Now, ALVIN Kamara, and the first thing you hear is, oh, he can't do that again. It's regression. He can't do it in the red zone. He can't do it. They're not going to utilize him. And, you get all this and that right there. But when you pull back the curtain of the NFL game and you look at the scheme, modified spread system, with traditional pro set elements, then you begin to understand that ALVIN Kamara can sustain what he put on the field last year. Now, regression, I don't really understand regression because what does regression mean? Because let's say if he finishes 1 yard under what he did last year, then that's some sort of regression. Or if he finishes one TD below what he did last year, then that is considered regression. So I don't really understand what regression means in that aspect. But we here at Fantasy Football 101 and through our extensive film study have come to the conclusion that we believe ALVIN Kamara can sustain what he brought to the table. And we have a couple of scouts over 20 years in the business uh, graded him out as a blue chip player from this past fantasy football season, from the 2017 season, which is outstanding. He's blue chip mean you perennial Pro Bowl top producer, but you need to know why it's that way. And like I said, from our film study, ALVIN Kamara now is the newest member to what you call the option routes. And let me give you some of the players that when we done our film review thus far. What does that put him? What company does that put him with? That puts him with Antonio Brown option routes. That's why he does it year in and year out. Odell Beckham runs option routes. That's why he's year in, year out. Odell Beckham Jr. option routes, year in, year out. And now you add ALVIN Kamara to the option route clubs. And Typhoon, what do you mean by option routes? I'm glad you asked. Now, let's say Christian McCaffrey comes out the backfield. He may have 2 or 3 options, coming out. He's doing a wheel on the linebacker, or he might come out and do a Texas route on the safety, right? So his options are pretty much limited. When Kamara comes out the backfield, Kamara has unlimited resources. Kamara can do a wheel. He can do a Texas. He can do a shallow cross. He can do out, an in. He can do a post. He can sit in the zone. It all depends on what the defense shows. ALVIN Kamara, he's reacting. Like if somebody threw a punch at me, I'm reacting to block it. You see what I'm trying to say? So it's kind of hard to stop these option route guys when the head coaches and offensive coordinators give them that much confidence to put them in the option route category and have the faith in that player. Already tells us right now that ALVIN Kamara has some sort of outworldly IQ, NFL football X's and O's IQ level for him to understand those option routes. And that's why they shipped Adrian Peterson off. See, we're here to answer questions. We're telling you why. You see what I'm trying to say? We're giving you, pulling back the curtain. Well, why is Alvin Kamara doing it? Well, it's the option routes. And anytime we here at Fantasy Football 101 see a player that has, when the offensive coordinator and the coach give him the responsibility to do option routes, is they usually blow up and go nuclear. Add Alvin Kamara to the option route crew. And on top of that, when he gets in the open field, he's hard to bring down. Alvin Kamara is a hard tackle. Ask Thompson from the Carolina Panthers. You know, ask him how hard Shaq Thompson. Ask him how hard it is to tackle him. You know, ask Luke Kuechly. You know, they face each other 2 times a year. So ask those guys how hard Alvin Kamara to bring down, and I guarantee you they'll say, phew, guy's hard to bring down. On top of all that, so we would like to see him in his role. We don't want him. We at Fantasy Football 101, we don't want him to be an every down back. It's going to burn him out. But now that um, Mark Ingram has taken that 4-game suspension, we already were high on Kamara. Now, finally, in closing, you know, we suggest you take Alvin Kamara. You know, you do your Le'Veon Bells, your David Johnsons, your Ezekiel Elliott's, and your Todd Gurley's. Then you start looking for Alvin Kamara behind your Antonio Brown. And if you want to get in there and kind of get him, then that's fine. Now, if you're a Saints homer, then feel free and do as you must. But this has been 2 minutes with Typhoon. 2 minutes with Typhoon and Alvin Kamara. There will be no notes at this one. On this one. Thank you.